It's extinct Egyptians. Every time I let you have a hand in your own dreams, I end up doing double time to keep you out of danger. Why can't you be like most other 21st century humans who go to sleep and let their dream master order their dreams? They are quite happy with having their dreams inside their head. That's how it is supposed to happen. That's how humans dream. Why do I have the incredible ill luck to be dream master to a stroppy boy who always wants to do it in reverse? He added bitterly. Cy didn't like to say that his dreams were much better when he managed to get inside his dream and dream up his own stories, rather than have his dream inside his head with the dream master doing the dreaming for him. So instead he said, "My dreams are interesting. You said so yourself. You told me that ever since you let me have a say in thinking up the story of my own dreams, your life had become more exciting." The dream master passed his hand across his face. "Exciting is not always pleasant. Do you know what the pejorative use of a word means? Never mind." He held up his hand as Cy shook his head. "You can look it up later. At my time of life, one can have too much excitement. My dream cloak is getting thin. I think your imagination is wearing it out." Cy looked at the dream cloak, spilling out over his bed. Parts of it were almost like clear glass. Usually it was dark and deep, with currents flowing through the folds and hollows. If a dream was about to start, the cloak would thrum like wind through telephone wires. But now it lay passive and still. "Isn't there any way to repair it?" he asked. "I'm not sure," said Cy's dream master, chewing on his beard. "It's the first time I've ever seen it look so shallow and pale. There is an unsteady, dangerous feel all around it, and—" he hesitated. "And what?" "Oh, look here." The dream master pointed to the hem of his dream cloak. "Do you remember at the end of the Egyptian dream when a bit of my cloak got torn off?" "Yes," said Cy. "When we left the Valley of the Kings, I was holding onto the dream cloak so tightly that part of it came away in my hand. What about it?" "Well, the part of the cloak where the piece was torn off has faded away completely. It's invisible, as if my dream cloak is leaking." "Leaking?" said Cy. "Leaking what?" "Whatever energy it's made of," the dream master said crossly. "What is it made of?" asked Cy. "It's too difficult to explain to you," said the dream master quickly. "You are too young and too human to understand." Cy groaned. Adults always did this. If they couldn't be bothered to explain something, or if they didn't want to admit that they didn't really know about it themselves. Nearly every adult, that is, except his grandpa, who always said that understanding relies on things being properly explained. "My grandpa," began Cy, "says that understanding relies on—" "Anyway, at the moment it doesn't matter what energy it's made of," the dream master interrupted rudely. "What I'm concerned about is where my dream cloak's energy is going." "And maybe we should have tried to stitch that torn piece back on," suggested Cy. The dream master gave Cy a filthy look. "Please. Who do you think I am, Peter Pan?" Cy jumped off the bed, and kneeling down, he carefully pulled out the bottom drawer of his chest of drawers. In the space below were his precious things, hidden away from his nosy older sister, Lauren. He pushed aside his fossil stone, Grandpa's war medal, and the little matchbox with the sand from Arabia. There, nestling below them, was the scrap of dream silk torn from the dream master's cloak. It was strange how sometimes it could move like quicksilver, yet just now it appeared to be slumbering, as if it were resting, and yet it gave the appearance of not being completely still. It looked, Cy thought, more as if it were waiting. So innocent, but so powerful, holding every potential dream that he might have. Cy knew that he had to be very, very careful about what he was thinking of whenever he touched the dream silk. His dream master had warned